6 Star Wars fans versus 1 secret hater. And yeah, okay. You believe 31 minutes out 1.
I am a.
Chat. My goal for this is I'm gonna try to spot them out. I'm gonna try to spot the R1 out because you know what I'm saying. Your boys are Star Wars fan. Your boys are Star Wars fan. And you know, man. Clap it up in the chat. If y'all a Star Wars fan, congratulations to you. But let's get into it.
Star Wars fan.
I'm a 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 Star Wars fan.
I am a Star Wars fan.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Star Wars fans, super fans have gathered together in the far reach of Los Angeles, hoping to. I didn't read that in time, damn. Ooh.
All right.
Nice
So, have any of you ever heard of the tragedy of Darth
Plagueis the Wise?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay. That motherfucker is definitely a fan, but if he isn't, that's low-key elite ball knowledge. If he's a hater. Actually, no. It says a hater, not a secret fan. Or like a fake fan. Ooh, so a hater can know hella shit.
Yes.
There's
You
hella
like
Braun
Darth
haters
Vader?
that know hella shit about Braun.
That checks
Maybe
out,
we
to
should
be
start
honest.
with like introductions
Introductions
and
round,
round.
I agree.
Yeah.
What
from left to right.
movies we started
Okay.
with?
What's up? My name is Brendan. I've been a Star Wars fan pretty much since conception. My father passed it on to me, and the prequels are my favorite. Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith,
Okay.
the best one.
Beak, okay.
Yeah. Kai, 23, and personally, I with episode 2. I just think that the clones, just like that scene coming into the clone factory when you see all of them laid out and you realize, oh my god, this is like really big. This is not like
if this motherfucker's a hater but has this on, that's commitment. I respect it, but wait, don't they get money at the end of this too? Okay, never mind. It might be an investment.
small.
And when the music hits, my whole body
music,
like when,
and just like rain, I'm a rainy person, so
that bitch
kind of
rolling her eyes.
dedicated to, like,
Oh,
rain
she
and
the
water and,
hater.
like, cloudy
She the
days.
hater.
Yeah, it set the tone.
I'm calling you,
That's
Chad.
my vibe.
Love it. I'm Aoife. I'm 26. I've been a Star Wars fan for probably as long as I can remember, but I'm also a prequels defender.
Let's go!
3 is my
Defender,
favorite.
okay.
Revenge of the Sith.
They're cool now. They're cool.
They're cool now.
We're choicing us.
I love your necklace.
The fuck she
My
say?
favorite. Revenge of the Sith.
They're cool now. They're cool.
They're cool now. Are they?
I love your necklace, by the way. The Padme.
The fuck she say?
What?
R9 like Ronaldo?
Are they?
I love your necklace.
Aren't
by the way.
I?
The Padme.
Revenge of the Sith.
They're cool now. They're cool.
They're cool now. Are they?
I love your necklace, by the way. The Padme necklace.
Caught it.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Oh,
I was
shit.
like,
She
oh
can't be the
my
liar.
god.
She's wearing the merch.
That's
so
sick.
my name is Sam. I've been a Star Wars fan my whole life.
Motherfucker got Star Wars shirt. Death Star.
Episode 2 is my fave.
Oh.
For me, I love like the whole like Camino thing, and I love the clones.
It's cool.
He knows
And
the
also, I like
planet.
the lore
Yeah,
behind the
fine.
scenes, like the Republic Commandos and what was happening on Geonosis and all that stuff.
Yep.
So like,
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Nicole. I'm 20 years old. I've been a Star Wars fan since probably around 10. Passed it on from my father. I actually didn't know the prequels existed until I was probably like 15.
Okay.
Because my
Oh,
dad
shit.
was like, no, we're not watching that. And I was like, sounds good.
why?
Never.
Oh, so she was
Because we're
an
not gonna
OG
watch that.
trilogy.
So,
Was it a religious thing?
No, I think
No,
the
no,
older
no, they're just
generation
terrible.
loves
Oh.
the
Just loves like
OG
4, 5, 6.
trilogy.
but like,
Did he
I
even
love
own them?
4, 5, 6. My favorite movie is A New Hope. I wrote a 6-page essay on it for my college
Damn.
class.
Oh, wow.
A Marxist criticism, a feminist criticism. It was a good time.
Okay.
Good time.
Good time. Okay.
Hi, my name is Faith. I'm 24 years old. I kind of became a super fan when I hit middle school. In my house, we have kind of family relations to George Lucas, so we were always
Damn.
watching
I believe it though.
the movie. So I started with the original trilogy. My dad kind of was a big part of that. His cousin was George Lucas's first wife, who was actually
Damn.
involved in the editing of the movies.
So
This might be
you're,
a lot of-
you're
Hold on.
inviting us to his
Politics.
house,
Hold on.
right?
Well,
She
they're
might be a
divorced,
hater because of
so-
that.
and
She
they
might be a
divorced
hater
before I
because
was
of that. You
born,
know what I'm
so-
saying?
The lore's deep with this one.
Hi, I'm a beer. I became a Star Wars fan with my parents. My first exposure to it was Phantom Menace when my parents took me to the premiere at the theater when I was a kid, and it was just like seeing the pod race and like the epic Darth
That's the best
Maul
part.
lightsaber battle.
Okay.
As a kid, how do you not like just fall in love with that?
That's sick.
but
yeah,
I love the fit.
I got a question though, for like a little bit of like trivia. How do we feel about Rose as a character? Do we like her? Do we not like her? What's the consensus? 'Cause I think she was a way.
Chat, not gonna lie, I don't remember what Rose did. All I remember was her love story with Finn. That's all I remember. Chat. That new trilogy stuff. I kind of compartmentalize that part of the of the Star Wars saga. So
It's a character arc.
Okay.
Here, I got an even better basic character arc. Jar Jar Binks.
yeah, facts.
Damn.
Jar Jar Binks.
Well, that's a
Right.
Blake hater, so of course.
They should have gave us
Okay,
Darth
you're
and Jar
being
Jar
awful.
Binks.
I think he's so
Annoying.
He's the only
Yeah.
reason I will not rewatch any of the prequels.
You don't
I
Damn.
turned
Okay,
it-
no,
I
that
turned it
is
on the other day.
Hey, this is getting crazy.
Turned that
She
thing
might be the
right
hater.
up.
Okay.
Okay,
He's
okay,
not
she might be the
bad.
hater.
He's kind of silly goofy.
My biggest rage bait for sure is like, I hate Jar Jar Binks. If you're really into this,
Misa, Jar Jar Binks. Oh God, yeah, that was not it. That was not it.
you either have a very strong opinion of like, I love Jar Jar Binks, or like, I hate Jar Jar Binks. Ethan
Damn,
did not
log
say
facts.
anything about it.
Do you guys like have like a favorite like
Is this
spin-off?
secret hater or
Oh,
fake
I
fan?
I love the
Yeah.
video games.
Yeah.
The video games?
Yeah,
I have the video
Lego
orders,
Star
Lego
Wars.
Star Wars.
Specifically,
yeah.
the complete saga for the Wii. That was like peak like middle school, high school experiences.
What about like on PlayStation 2? Like,
Yeah,
like
PlayStation
Battle
2.
Wars. That's
Battlefront
OG,
OG.
Battlefront.
Fallen
OG
Order's my
Battlefront
favorite
two.
game
Cal
of all
Kestis,
time.
bro.
The only
Of
video
all
game I ever
time.
played my whole life was Lego Star Wars Wii.
Classic.
Like that's what
do you remember which one?
I don't know which one. It was
Episode 3, and it's the complete saga.
Aoife had talked about a little bit of experience with the video games, and then she didn't know which video game exactly she had played. If you were a big Star Wars fan and you played the video games, then you know what you played.
Okay, the complete saga, because I could be like in Hoth, like as Anakin
She know
Skywalker,
Hoth
like,
in
you
him?
like play your favorite movie.
I actually did
So
like that.
yeah.
That was pretty lit.
Yeah.
That's the only game
Okay.
I played as well because
Yeah.
we had a Wii in my
Yeah.
household when I was really
Yeah.
young. But I just the new consoles are so expensive, so that's
Yeah.
not really where my priorities were.
Real quick. Who has seen Skeleton Crew?
No.
What is that?
I
It's
refuse
with Jude
to-
Law.
No
and
idea.
everyone.
I'm
not
just saying, 'cause I
watched
feel like
that
if you're
yet,
such a
Chad.
fan, you're the first to jump on everything.
Chat. I need to catch up on all the. Well, I don't know about Marvel. I need to catch up on Marvel shows, the Star Wars shows, because last Star Wars show I watched was Mandalorian season 2, with Luke and them. But now they got Ahsoka, they got Andor, they got. Actually, what came out first? Book of Boba or Mandalorian season 2? Because whatever was the latest one out of those two was the one I watched last. I'm not gonna lie.
I've
know.
seen
I guess
everything,
it's
but
fine.
I've
And
seen
I'm
it
pretty sure the
rewatched,
last
like,
Marvel
even, like,
show
that like old school
Moon
cartoon
Knight.
series that doesn't feel like Star Wars. But for some reason, I just can't get myself to watch.
I think-
Because I feel like you would consume everything
But
as soon as
Yeah.
it
I
came
think
out.
being a fan of that.
That's the end.
That goes so
So we
fast.
will have to
I know.
vote for someone now.
Ooh.
Chat predictions. They're voting for her, or not gonna lie. I think she might get all. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, she might get all 6 votes. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Or it's yeah, from that round, this one she's probably gonna get voted out. So it is fake fan, not secret hater. It's fake fan.
Well, I know
Well,
I
a
first
beer.
noticed since I was standing so close to him that maybe his hands were shaking. Why is he so nervous if he really is a fan?
Maybe he shake from excitement.
I voted for
Whoa.
Faith because I felt like with her connection to George Lucas, that could help her learn a lot about Star Wars without actually being a fan.
As soon as she tied it to an
That was
essay
gonna
and
be
really like
another
cemented
prediction.
that as her stance,
Okay,
I just
forgot
felt like I
about
couldn't
that
vote for anybody else.
Somebody can do a bunch of research for an
Damn,
essay
okay,
without
never mind.
necessarily liking it.
There
So
is
what we
a
tie?
tie.
Oh!
Already?
Lightsaber battle
like it-
to the death.
I feel like
Yeah, that's what I agree
I
on.
feel like it
Let's
wasn't.
do it.
And
Yes,
the
sir.
tie was between Nicole
Oh damn.
and Aoife. So please step forward, both of you.
Oh my god.
This is
Two
T.
girls.
This is
Damn.
T.
You will have 30 seconds to state your strongest case to stay in the game. All right, Nicole, 30 seconds on the clock starts now.
Nicole, let's
I
get
am a
it.
Star Wars fan.
Damn,
I've
long
been a Star
ass
Wars fan
wingspan.
since I was 8, 10. My most recent essay in college was about how Star Wars was George Lucas's space western.
Fumbling.
It's also
She
he also
fumbling.
has a space western with pirates. I personally also think Princess Leia is a feminist. That's just my opinion.
Oh my gosh,
I
they
grew up on
cooked
her.
her.
She's the one.
Yep, she's
who
getting voted out.
Made me feel like yes, like I can do anything.
Those two motherfuckers
Because
in the
I
back
can go out. I
are
can
voting
go
her
have
out.
lightsaber battles. I can. Actually, she doesn't have a lightsaber.
All right,
But,
then.
yeah.
Oh, yep, she's cooked.
Okay. All right.
Unless she fumbles right here, it's GG's.
Clock reset and go.
It's GG's for Nicole.
Okay, so I am a
is
Star Wars fan. I've been a Star Wars fan
Aofi-
for as long as
no
I can
choke.
remember. My role model, my favorite character is actually Ahsoka. I was in like the Gen Z-ish era, so Clone Wars, the movie, which I don't know if it's canon anymore, but the show was like my favorite thing to watch. I actually did love the Ahsoka series. I loved bringing back Hayden Christensen.
GG Nicole. I'm confident she's a real fan.
Forever crush. I think that she's a great character because she is a girl. She's just a girl, but she's she fights. She's true to her values.
The fucking Yoda that sound.
This just got real.
This is the
I
way.
know.
I was like, these haters just don't like that I don't like Jar Jar Binks. That's literally it.
Okay.
Excuse me.
If they got her first
an
round,
announcement to make.
that'd
Oh,
be
no.
crazy.
Oh,
Oh
no.
shit!
Great.
announcement.
Oh god.
There
Don't be
has
an
been a
ad.
disturbance in the Force. And one person among you has turned to the dark side. So the mole
Oh.
has an ally in this group. The
Oh,
ally is
shit.
working against all of you to support the Empire.
How could you?
Oh,
the rule of
shit.
two.
Yeah.
The rule of two.
The rule of two.
That's true.
Whoever it is, say I'm the spy.
Okay. This motherfucker, yeah, the motherfucker no ball. He definitely a real fan.
Voted out, please.
I'm the spy.
It kind of made the game a little bit trickier because it was hard to trust people that you fully knew was a Star Wars fan.
Wait. So that girl was the mole. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was quick.
Oh my gosh, all those sad donuts got me feeling like it's nap time.
It's an ad.
Oh god. All of a sudden there was this crash. I ended up on the floor. I collapsed.
I've heard of Morgan & Morgan, America's N of 1.
Yep. Fuck our.
Triple shot.
No free ad here. Unless
We're gonna
Morgan,
make it podcast.
unless
We
you
gotta
wanna,
make it
sponsor your boy, hit
Really
me
quick,
up.
wait, I have two questions.
Okay.
Real quick. What was Ahsoka's nickname?
Snips.
Okay.
Stop calling me that.
And then you-
Ah, yep. She good. She
I
good.
said the rule of two. You didn't like laugh or smile. The rule of two. The rule of two.
Oh damn. She awkwardly. Oh, this motherfucker got it. This motherfucker got it. Oh no, yep. Rose OP.
Hi.
Do you know what the rule of two is?
I literally said
Well, I'm asking the question. What is the rule
Oh
of two?
shit. Yeah, she
that
could.
like whenever something happens on like one side, another side it'll come up to like meet it.
Chad, she fumbled. She fumbled. Chad, I let your boy explain to you what the rule of two is, okay? So a long time ago, there was a Sith Lord, Darth Maul, you know what I'm saying? Then that boy said, hey, there's too many of us. You know what I'm saying? So he made the rule of two. The Sith Lord and the Sith apprentice. And for hundreds of years, they were just in the background, cooking up a plot. And eventually, when the Sith apprentice is strong enough to kill the Sith Lord, he overtakes him, and he gets a apprentice too, and the cycle just continues. You know what I'm saying? Until it was Palpatine and Darth Vader. You know what I'm saying? So that is the rule of two. Boom. Real fan right here, Chad.
Oh
No.
Nope, not really.
She was like, "Oh, it's like the balance of the Force and the Sith at one time,"
Yeah.
and I'm like,
They got her already. They
nope,
got her
we
already.
got you.
Unless
There's
she's just a
always two
dumbass
Siths.
real
There's a
fan.
master.
No more, no
Yeah.
less. No more, no less. I cut that out quick.
But
I
you're
was
right.
like,
There's always balance to the Force.
Yeah.
You're right.
Bro, there's fucking 20
But the
minutes
rule of
left.
two is-
the rule of two is very famous.
No way they already got
So,
her.
rule two is classic.
I didn't even know how to react in the moment, so I was like, that fake laugh. What did I do?
Yeah,
that definitely
not
threw
gonna
me
lie,
off.
chat.
I have a question for you.
Unless
Are
she's
you
just a dumbass
cosplaying
fan.
loosely as Kai Brightstar?
No.
Oh.
No, this is
Do you
just
know-
the only
Kai
like
Bright
decent
Star.
cosplay
Okay,
that I
chat.
could find.
That's
So,
a ball I don't know.
I know I'm lame, but like I'm an elementary school
Yeah,
teacher. I'm an
crazy.
elementary
It's
school
lit, bro.
teacher, so like I also watched like the Young Jedi Adventures. It's actually not bad, but there's a character.
Okay, I didn't even know
named
that.
Kai
shit existed.
Brightstar. So that's
my namesake apparently. So
So you're like,
you watched it. Yeah, the question I want to ask so we can like establish it is what makes a Star Wars fan? Because it's like, is it trivia?
Oh,
Because
that's
like
a
you
great
said, you
question.
could like watch older episodes, you
true.
can
Okay.
like study online.
Okay,
so,
they're
like,
doing
why
like
are
the
you a
Wookiee
fan?
suit or
Well,
whatever.
I love
that's
Star
supposed
Wars
to be.
because, I mean,
You know
well,
what I'm
first
saying?
off, when I was a
Real
kid,
fan too.
I just think, oh, cool colors, cool flips, cool fights, sick. And then it just kind of like gradually, you get more invested in the story. It's like a big family, like, you know, space drama. And
Pretty generalized, answer.
so
Asking
it's
for
like
more
super easy to get
specific
like
shit.
Drama?
space drama. Oh, yeah.
Space drama.
Yeah, it's a
Space
family
opera.
space drama.
Space opera.
Yes, that's what I was about to say.
Oh
Okay,
shit,
I
that
need to redeem
saved her.
myself.
But she might have actually overheard when they oversaid it.
now I'm like,
But chat, how is it a space? Oh shit, my bad. I'm yapping. But when I'm investing in something, I'm gonna say my piece. How's that a space opera? Only monthly time I heard singing was in Jabba. You know what I'm saying? When they going crazy with like na na na. I'm just gonna stop, huh? I'm shit.
because the original script and then they changed and that's what it shows.
But
That was
if you know what I'm talking about in Jabba's palace, you know. What I'm saying?
Honestly, I mean, I didn't even really realize that there was such a like specific word for it that everyone apparently knew. So that was a surprise.
Yeah,
Okay. I was
motherfucker,
gonna say, I'm a
good.
Star Wars fan, and I think what makes a Star Wars fan is like the
Shoddy
suspension
and
of
the red
disbelief.
shirt.
Like it's an
well, yeah.
unbelievable
Just
galaxy.
talks.
Like a lot of people get tied down, like, oh, you
limitless.
Like it's limitless. Like for Star Wars, they had 9 movies. They had so many options. Like there's
And there's
something
so
for
many-
everyone.
well,
Like I
yeah,
don't think you need to love like every single part of it. I think like a true Star Wars fan has things that they don't like in it. Like I think that's a big part. Is like a mark of like, are you a real fan or not?
So you're saying we all have opinions if you're a real fan, right? So do you guys like the sequels of the movies or no? Because I think trash.
Yeah, so I actually worked in a movie theater when 7 came out, so I went to go see 7 like 4 or 5 times in theaters, and I really liked it.
7's the best one.
But 8
Randomly
and
coming
9
back.
were kind of brought the whole sequels down. Snoke, I don't
7 was
really
good.
know like why he was
wasted. He's a
It
wasted
was
character.
just- and
Yep, agreed.
Palpatine has somehow returned.
No, that's the
like-
worst part.
Oh,
I
we
would
gotta-
like
we
to
gotta
touch
go.
on that
actually a real
first question
fan.
of like what we really love about Star Wars, what makes us a Star Wars fan, because I think that was a really good point. We haven't seen all of the spin-off shows. My personal favorite are just the core movies, especially the prequel, because I love
she might be
Anakin
cooking, I'm
and
not
Darth
gonna lie.
Vader's story.
Yes.
But I feel like why
Oh,
a lot
motherfucker
of people
knows.
can relate to
Motherfucker
it
in
is
LA,
the
I
political
knows.
and religious kind of parallels that
Yeah.
we can experience every day with it. And as a Christian, I know some people don't really like it. They think it's blasphemous, but I actually think it is a great way to kind of connect with the
Okay.
Lord. And I think the Force is
Chad,
kind of this
is she cooking?
not evil, not good, kind of being all around us. It's life,
Just
it's
around,
everything.
yeah.
That's
And
why I asked earlier. I was like, was that a religious thing about why your family didn't let you? Because they said like witchcraft
Yeah.
and wizardry and stuff.
That's what my family said.
And
That's
I've
why we weren't allowed
heard
to watch
people
Star
like
Wars.
say that, and I respect it.
I was religious too, and they
Chad,
kind of
I
had the
personally
similar
never
kind of
met
thing, like, bad versus evil.
anyone like
but it
that in
wasn't that
Star
the
Wars.
Force is
Harry
bad,
Potter,
or the Force is
it's
good.
a
It's
little
kind of the Force lays out a
Alliance, but
path,
you know
and it's
what I'm
up to you
saying?
to kind of
That's Star
decide.
Wars.
Kind of like
May
the Jedi too.
Yeah.
They're
Which is why I think Anakin's story is so interesting.
Done.
The spirituality.
Yep,
thing,
I knew
she
she was
was
gonna get
leaning
cooked.
on that a little too much, as opposed to like bringing in other emotions or references.
Oh, he didn't show it. Oh, damn. Sam? Oh shit. Oh damn.
Oh,
Really?
I'm not gonna hold you. They did you.
Damn.
They did you dirty.
May the Force be with you. When they clocked me on the,
Damn.
oh, it's actually an opera. I was like, okay, so
Yeah.
I'm dealing with some super nerds. Right
Yeah, I was
now,
gonna say
and so I was like,
Faith
all right,
or
well,
Brandon was
I'm
gonna get cooked down.
outclassed.
I'm not gonna
All right,
lie.
what was
Chad.
everyone's favorite quote or scene? Go ahead.
Execute Order 66.
Okay.
Traumatizing. As a kid, that scarred me. Sam, what about you?
My favorite scene is from The Bad Batch. It's like when 99 is running.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of sad because he had like a handicap and he was like kind of had like a disability. The thing is, he was still killed in action like a normal clone, and that was what he wanted his entire life, was to be one of like the brothers.
I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. but that was in Clone Wars, not the Bad Batch. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let that slide. You know
So
what I'm
that,
saying?
and I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna shed it here.
My favorite line
Sam.
is "Do it." I think that's so funny.
Do it.
And
Do it.
do it.
Do it.
And my favorite scene, actually, I love The Mandalorian. So
Yeah, I'm not gonna let you. She hasn't said anything. She might be cooked.
where Luke flies in and they're
Yeah,
like,
she's good.
"Is that an X-wing by himself?" And then you're like, "Is it Luke? Is it not?" And then the big reveal. I've seen that scene so many times. I think it's so beautiful. I love it.
Mine's a toss-up. It's either when Kylo Ren kills Han Solo,
Oh.
or when Kylo Ren
that
thinks that
motherfucker
he got
real
Luke
fan, too.
Skywalker. And it's just like, more! More! And then
Oh,
you
yeah,
realize,
you're a real
crap,
fan.
he's just a ghost.
You're
He's
a real
actually
fan,
like back
yep.
somewhere else. It was like a jaw-dropping moment because I was just like, this is the Luke Skywalker that I grew up watching.
My favorite quote is "I'm with the Force and the Force is with me."
I'm one with the Force and the Force is with me.
Just
Holy
because,
shit,
like I
hold
mentioned,
up.
like
Never
I
mind.
am big on religion, and I just think
That's a
that scene was
niche-ass
so beautiful
scene.
where he put his kind of faith in just I'm gonna go out there and what's gonna happen is gonna happen, and it
Hold up,
actually worked
niche-ass
out.
scene.
And I just thought that was a really beautiful kind of parallel
Hold
with
up.
why I like Star Wars. And
Oh shit, chat. Hold up. Monitor just went out. It's back. Oh my gosh. Hold up. Oh my gosh.
this aspect.
Everyone like
My
tied it to an
monitor went
emotion
out
when they
real
mentioned a
quick.
scene or a quote. You just said execute
Okay,
Order
yeah.
66. What?
Yeah.
Like, why was that your favorite? Like,
Because it really sets in motion the iconic, like the canon center of the trilogy. It opens this window into the Star Wars universe for like unlimited stories in between episode 4 and episode 3, and just like
I mean, it was a big turning point in
Yeah,
kind
exactly.
of everything.
Chat, I actually
So I have a
don't know.
question. If you guys could all rate your Star Wars knowledge from like 1 to 10, that way I could kind of get a feel, because like I'm mentioning stuff and then some people are like, oh, I'm a fan, but not as much of a fan as you. So, and I don't want to like attack you. So it's just 1 through 10.
yeah, I'm like a 6 or a 7. Like my first company was building lightsabers when I was a kid, so like I learned a whole lot back then, and then I grew up and got busy, and so I haven't seen it in like a couple of years.
Okay, no, I
I'm
respect
gonna get
that.
one of
And what
those.
about you?
I'd
Okay.
probably say like 7 or 8. I think I surprise people with my knowledge. As a woman who loves Star Wars, I feel like it's really surprising when I say that I do and that I am such a
Okay.
fan. I've been on dates before that have not gone well because I've just like geeked out. And
Wow.
my apartment has a bunch of Legos and my
Nah.
lightsaber. And
Hey, that's
normally
I
they
need
come and
me
I get really
like I
excited
need
about
me
that.
someone like her,
So
chat. I'm
that's
not gonna
all.
lie.
To be fair, I would get
But
really
I-
excited about the
I
Legos.
was gonna say I'm so sorry, but like the Legos. Ooh.
So sick.
Mine's probably
Yeah,
like
Lego
a,
Star Wars peak.
like a 9.5, 10.
Yeah.
For me,
That
like,
tracks.
I could
like
tell,
literally
yeah.
like my whole entire life. What about you?
Okay.
Honestly, I would consider myself like an 8.5 out of 10, even though I hadn't really seen all of the
I
Disney
don't
Plus
know
shows.
about
Because, like I
that.
said, I really liked the main, especially the original trilogy, just because that was a big part of my house. Like I said, George Lucas was kind of a big part of my dad's childhood, and they got actually invited to Star Wars Ranch. But
Or
like I
Star
mentioned
Wars.
earlier, I only really got into it in middle school because it
Oh,
was
he
actually
peeped that.
traumatizing because I accidentally sold a bunch of original stuff. I got left
That
alone
sounds-
at a garage sale, and like my dad was so mad,
A real bargain.
and I was like, this is worth so much. Why are people so into it? So then I started rewatching the movies and really paying attention.
I'd say like 7 or 8. I've consumed pretty much everything but Skeleton Crew.
Oh,
Like
okay.
even those non-canon Ewok like movies.
Do you like
and-
Rebels? Do you like Rebels?
I love
Oh,
Rebels.
okay.
Because like it's like the first time there's a lot of like people of color that are like protagonists, and it's
Yeah.
nice to see that. Like Ezra's like super cool, and he comes back in Ahsoka as live action, which is like amazing.
A lot of the times with like the newer
Yeah, I need to
films, you
watch
see like
Ahsoka,
people who
chat.
grew up on 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3 hating on them because like, oh, what's this diversity inclusion? Like, what do you mean like a guy is looking at another guy this way? And I was like, y'all, we are in like an infinite galaxy.
Yeah,
Like
literally.
there are species that don't even look like they're alive.
And there's
you're
stuff
gonna
that's
tell
yet to be
me-
Yeah.
created too. That's the beauty of everything. Is
and you're
that
gonna tell me
it's
that you can't
limitless.
believe that 2 black people exist on the screen at the same time, or that 2 humans liked each other and they happen to be the same. Like, I didn't appreciate that about gatekeeping because as someone who's part of the LGBT community,
Oh,
it's
shit.
hard for a lot of my friends to think that I'm a Star Wars fan because
That's
like,
what's up.
oh, that's like a straight thing. Like that's like what the straight boys watch with their boys on like
I
the
believe
weekends.
that,
And it's like it's really hard because I was like, I don't want to like feel associated with that. I don't want to like come across like I'm one of those like masculine like Star Wars fans. It's like you like Star Wars, name every single Jedi and
Yeah.
Sith ever. I'm like, it's not trivia that makes you a
Like,
Star
it's
Wars
the
fan.
suspension
It's
of
like what is it?
disbelief.
Yeah, if you're a trivia fan, go read Wikipedia. Like that's not.
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
especially with the OG fans, like
Okay.
I
She
think
know
Nicole
ball.
was talking about how she wasn't allowed to watch the prequels. I think a lot of the older generation really like gatekeep the originals and being a fan of Star Wars
Yes,
and don't
that's
let in
right.
new fans of Star
Mhm.
Wars. So
Yeah.
even like Jar Jar Binks, was made for like that era of kids. So maybe we hate him now, but I think we have to appreciate those who do have their own love and comfort with Star Wars.
She
whatever
good, Chad.
that
She
is.
good.
People that love Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah,
my brother loves Jar Jar Binks.
Misa back.
Last
Mr.
I
Bach.
think,
Oh,
can
Chad,
anybody
like I
guess
got
what
that
my
voice.
sad and smelly attempt at a cosplay is? Who?
Tarful.
Outside just a Wookiee. Nah.
The one that he like got killed like
No.
It's Chrysanthemum.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah, the bounty hunter one. Is it true, Chad? Correct me if I'm wrong, but he's the only Wookiee that has all black fur, right? Or that's what I know
voted
him
for
as. And the
Sam
bounty hunter.
because of how maybe knowledgeable he did seem. Why is he throwing out all of these random facts? Like maybe
Wait, Sam? Which one's Sam?
did. I voted for
What?
Sam
Yeah, she's trying
because
to pack
of
him up.
how maybe knowledgeable he did seem. Why is he throwing out all of these random facts, like as if he was preparing to kind of wow us?
The guy that knows the most and is pushing the hardest on everybody else has to be the most. There's no other reason why he'd be pushing so hard on people for the nitty-gritty parts of trivia.
Faith, okay. Which one's Faith?
Have another tie.
Stop.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I'm
So-
not tripping on no tie.
Faith?
Faith, is that one? Oh, damn.
Oh, I ain't scared. I ain't scared of nothing.
This motherfucker acts so pride when he voted. Ah,
You
nah, I
each have
respect
1
motherfuckers like that.
minute to tell us your most emotional moment
Ooh.
in this fandom. Faith, we'll start with you.
Okay, I feel like there's so many points of just importance to the plot, but I would
Good try, I
say
gotta
maybe
think of that.
when Leia dies and she kind of has that final just Hail Mary to kind of get Ben Solo back, and she uses her last moments to just call across the universe, put motherly love into him, and just pray that he's going to come back to, you know, the light side and make better choices. She carried a lot of
Not gonna lie, child, for me. Oh, my bad. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why I just yelled, but shit, most emotional moment. Not gonna lie, it gotta be when Grogu and then Jaren were inside the bar and it was burning up, and then he took off his mask. Chat, I'm not gonna lie, the whole time I did not know it was Pedro Pascal. I was surprised as fuck when I saw Pedro Pascal under that fucking helmet. Not gonna lie, chat. Or I literally had another scene in my mind. I can't remember it, not gonna lie, chat.
guilt that she wasn't there for him, and I think
can't
that was just
remember.
such a powerful moment. And I know
Damn.
that in real life she actually did pass. So I
Oh,
just
yeah,
think that was a
she
really
did.
important
Damn.
moment.
Sam, 1 minute on the clock. Starts now.
Hold
The
on, she might
emotional
be a
moment
fan.
for me was probably, like I was saying, like in Bad Batch, like when 99 died, it really hit my heart because like he wanted to be like one of the brothers, and I was in the military, so like kind of like really like hit me, kind of gave me like the chills. Also
Damn.
in Rebels, like Harrison Dula is always like trying to go above and beyond and like prove herself and all that stuff. Well, I mean everything, like my whole life, you know, like, and it's kind of cool because when I used to live in Arizona, and so like it would kind of remind me of like Tatooine, and I know that sounds like super like funny, but it was very like when I first went there and I went to college, I was like, oh, okay, I'm just going to Tatooine for a little bit.
Time.
Bro, Sam's gotta be a real fan, bro. Oh, yeah, all three
Please
of them.
exit the box.
The box.
The rule of two.
Shout
oh my
all of
gosh.
my close
when he
friends
asked me
understand
that,
that.
like right out of nowhere, I knew I was cooked.
We are at the point of the game where we can end now,
And
or
I
keep
believe
playing
all four
if
of them
you think
are
there is
fans.
a chance that the
Or
mole
the
still
real fans,
stands
Chad.
among you. However, there is a new rule. If you decide to keep playing and you vote out somebody who is a true Star Wars fan, the money gets cut in half.
Ooh.
I'm gonna give you 3 minutes to decide amongst yourselves.
I don't mean to be rude, I'm gonna just say it, but y'all's like friendship throws me off a little bit.
Friendship.
Like in this episode so far, I'm just like, yeah, that, like you guys could be like huge Star fans. I don't think y'all are the most.
Well, he's more of a fan than you, that's why I relate to him. But, yeah.
But I was just like, I just thought it was
No
like,
offense.
I would
just because
say-
there is someone that like turned. That's why I was just like,
No, I
the backups of just like,
Like
oh yeah, I know the
I
Bad
would
Batch. Like I
say
can't
it
verify
was
that.
right off the cuff. It was kind of like you recognize that we're like people of color who like
Yeah, that too.
Star Wars,
too.
and it's almost like a subculture because like my parents didn't like they took me to the movie because I saw like my friends were going and stuff like that, but I wasn't introduced to it through like my parents being fans. I think that's something that's relatable. to like a lot of people of color. I think it's really
POC.
beautiful to see like children of immigrants becoming fans of this world because we're like the first Star Wars fans in our families.
Yeah, immigrants are hella big Star Wars fans.
I think
I'm not gonna lie. My initial plan was to keep going until there's only 2 people left because I know my knowledge speaks for itself, and I was going to eliminate everybody. But now, that if I were to vote y'all out, it's like, dang, like I kind of just burn myself. So.
Are you gonna keep playing, or do you think everyone here is who they say?
I think everyone's who they say that. I just want to take the
My
rest.
bad, chat.
If you're the mole at this point, you deserve it. I think the ally might be in here, but
This group has dropped some lore, so I feel like kind of confident in that.
I feel like they're all
I would
good.
say about 60%.
Chat, hot take. This motherfucker is secretly the mole.
I want to keep playing because a lot of talking coming from Kai. I don't know if like he could be the mole and he wants us to stop here. There's some other things that kind of
like what? Like what?
Just like the way you kind of targeted us out just because we related over Bad Batch was kind of like.
It was just because, again, I can't like disprove what you're saying.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
Yeah.
The only thing that I don't think was answered was you had mentioned kind of, and I was just clarifying, you haven't seen movies in recent years.
Yeah, in the last couple of years.
Okay, so I've watched the movies, like last week I watched A New Hope because I was at home and I was like, I need to put on my comfort movie. So I'm constantly rewatching those because that's my comfort.
Oh, and then the Wikipedia and
So,
the
okay,
Wikipedia.
great. I think that's the only reason.
That's time.
Oh shit.
If you think that someone here is lying and you want to continue playing the game, raise your hand.
Oh yeah, GG's. Oh
That's
yeah,
majority.
GG's,
We're gonna
GG's,
play another
GG's.
The galaxy has waited long enough. There's
This
a
better
new
not be
dating
in
app.
another
One today.
Yeah, fuck our. Fuck
You
our.
haven't seen the movie.
Hold up.
This one. No more swiping in the dark. Download the Nectar app today. Brings balance to the day. The galaxy has waited long
Hold up,
enough.
chat.
There's a new
If it's
dating
for nerds,
app.
you know what I'm
that
saying? Your
brings
boy might have to
balance
hit
to
that
the
up.
dating world. No more swiping in the dark. Download the Nectar app today. The force is strong with this one.
That's all?
Is again because
Yeah, I got scammed.
you haven't seen the movies
Scammed
in
out of my
recent
time.
years.
Does that make you a fan?
I think so. I think a fan is something that you like engage
You're a fan of it
with.
for always.
So I've
Yeah.
been moving a lot. I just moved across country, and I have a lot going on in my life. I run a company, like it's my day to day, and so I don't have that time.
You can always put it on the
necessarily
dash, but yeah.
Like I want to focus on it. Like I don't want to just like
No,
have it in the
of
background
course.
going. Like
Nah, I
I watch a
respect
lot of
like
like
the
YouTube
hustle,
video
yeah,
essays and stuff on
Okay,
that.
yeah,
Like
fair.
that's like my way of watching. It's
Yeah.
not just like the videos, but I like watching what other people think about it.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
watching the lore on YouTube.
Yeah.
And so again, I just think
Okay.
that because I don't have the necessary knowledge, I don't watch it 24/7.
Yeah.
A lot of people go like,
Mm.
ah,
Okay,
you're
so,
not a fan though.
I have a question.
That's
So
fair.
aside from the movies, like what other lore can you tell us?
Aside from no, because I've seen the movies.
Okay, so
I've seen the
like you watch video essays about like just kind of like almost like a literary analysis. Like what
30
are some
seconds.
things that
You
you're
have 30 seconds.
interested- Yeah, go ahead.
Can you tell us
Lightsabers,
anything?
lightsabers, how they're created. Like that's like my
Okay.
focus. Like
Okay, how is a lightsaber created? And who
Kyber
creates it?
With
crystal.
the kyber crystal, like as a Jedi, you go into the caves, you find the kyber crystal. If it
Yeah.
resonates with you,
Okay,
it's
okay,
lightsaber. Like
Okay.
it's a part of like who you are. Like
Okay.
I,
But how
that
exactly is it constructed?
that part I don't know.
Okay.
Again, I know that I can't say anything. Like you guys are made up. Like it's okay.
Yeah.
Like I don't have enough knowledge on this subject now.
You don't have to have
What's your
knowledge.
favorite?
I don't
What's your
think
favorite
it's
lightsaber
Okay,
color?
I'll put you
Red.
on the spot. You said
Sure.
you're a teacher, so you
Yeah.
only watch like the little.
No,
kid
I've seen
TV
everything.
You say you've seen
shows, or
everything.
you've
But
seen
I'm just
everything?
into like watching like
He likes the look.
animations and like kid stuff just
Okay.
to get ideas.
And then that's time.
Oh shit, she might vote for him. Oh yeah, they vote. Oh, GG's, cuz.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
Oh, I feel bad.
I am absolutely
Oh.
crushed. I tried to do everything I could. I tried my hardest to like balance
Look,
the
it
amount of
looks like
trivia I was
Kylo Ren a
asking
little,
people,
you know what I'm saying?
and then also like try to tie in some emotion there. But I guess it wasn't enough.
If our box turns green, you did it. You eliminated the mole. If the box turns red, the mole is still standing.
If one of these muffins is a
3,
mole, that would be crazy.
2, 1.
Yes.
For the
Boom,
culture.
boom, boom, boom.
There's Latinos.
Yes.
So before I reveal who the mole was, will the ally
Or
please
were.
step forward?
Yeah.
You are actually going to be our ally.
Oh damn.
Oh no.
Oh, so the fake fan?
I literally had a feeling that I would be the one to be called on for this. I felt it in the force, literally. Okay, so I wrote that I sacrificed myself. After the debacle with the rule of two, there's really no coming back from that after everyone else knew that it was happening. So at that moment, I pretty much accepted the fact that this was a time that I had to
Damn.
give up my spot. I had to sacrifice myself to service the Empire.
Wait. So was he a real fan, and then they made him an ally?
Sneaky.
Overall.
On the count of 3, will the mole please step forward?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
No
Yep,
way.
I knew it.
It was me.
You're kidding.
I
Oh,
was
well, that
that
was easy.
guy.
That
Pulled a
was
Dark
easy.
City.
Never voted for you. That's the crazy part.
What? Oh, that motherfucker trying to hit. That motherfucker trying to hit. I don't blame him.
It's really nervous
Actually, yeah, I don't
going
blame
into
him.
it. But then I
blame him, yeah.
rewatched all the movies and
Oh,
I
shit, hold
watched
on.
some of the shows. Coming into it, I was actually pretty confident and I thought I could win. But I got caught with that random question.
Yeah, the rule of 2. Yes,
I knew it
sir.
from the beginning. I figured it was Faith.
Check the votes. Check the votes. I knew it the entire time.
Yeah, I actually am really big on a lot of fandoms. I'm a huge Pokemon fan, a huge
Okay.
Marvel fan,
Oh, I like
and I
Pokemon
really
too.
love Disney.
Okay.
Disney, but you don't like Star Wars?
I think it's a little much.
How much is
But
out of it?
first of all, why is there so many shows and
know.
movies and
Hey, the universe is
That's
never
peak.
ending.
yeah, I mean
That's
true.
peak.
And we asked the same question.
Yeah.
We are also tired.
I do connect with it on a religious aspect, and in kind of rewatching them, I do kind of find myself maybe becoming like a true fan. I really resonated with the Force, that the Force is not good or evil, it's just everything, and the Force creates the path. I think that's kind of beautiful.
Being a Star Wars fan is an appreciation for the movies, the community it builds, and the inspiration it brings.
Indeed.
You don't have to look like a Star Wars fan to be a fan. People have always told me, oh, you don't look like a Star Wars fan, but the thing is, I feel like the culture is changing a lot. Like, you don't have to look a certain way as how it used to, like when the old
Yes,
original
sir.
trilogy came out.
It's evolved so much over the
Oh,
generations, so it's great
My bad. That was a terrible Wookiee impression.
to
My
see
bad.
all the diversity in the fandom for
That was
sure.
a terrible
If you are
Wookiee
a girl,
impression,
a
bro.
woman who is intimidated to get into Star Wars, but it excites you and you want to get into it, you totally should. You don't have to prove yourself to anybody that you're a
Indeed.
Star Wars fan, even though we kind of just did that. But you definitely don't if you are a fan.
Since you did vote out Kai, your money's cut in half.
Oh, that's fine.
We
Okay.
deserve it.
Half of the money.
Hey.
so
Still,
One.
yeah, money's money, you know what I mean?
I think we wanted
Yeah,
to
I'm
be
saying.
sure,
Yeah.
and like
That's
us
fair.
three, we felt that was-
Okay,
Honest-
chap. Yeah. I'd say that was a W Jubilee video, you know what I'm saying? I fucked with it. I don't know if y'all fucked with it, but I thought it was pretty good.
Everyone subscribe to Stacks right now.